You've felt it, haven't you? That flicker of strangeness in the mundane. The subtle but insistent echo of déjà vu, the way numbers seem to align just a little too perfectly. Mirrored patterns appearing in your day, like the universe is whispering secrets only you can hear. These aren't random glitches in reality. They're coded messages, divine timing nudging you, guiding you. And they've led you here to an understanding that goes deeper than the surface of our everyday lives. This journey begins by unearthing an ancient, forbidden deity, a figure once so feared for his sheer power that he was systematically erased, scrubbed from our collective memory, and his true essence twisted into shadows. His domain was the reversal of fate, the inversion of spiritual law, and the sophisticated trapping of initiates into cycles of corruption. He was the god of reversal, and his influence has been so profound, so insidious, that his legacy is still resonating within us today. We will peel back the layers of secrecy, revealing how this forgotten god was cleverly disguised, woven into the very fabric of what we perceive as divine, particularly through Saturnine archetypes. His sigils are not just ancient symbols, they are embedded deeply into the digital code that governs our lives, the very clocks that mark our time, and the endless consumer rituals that fill our days. It's a realization that can shake you to your core. The feeling that you were never truly choosing, but merely reflecting a preordained pattern. But how do we break free from this cycle? How do we recognize the subtle signs of this inversion, holding our very vibration hostage? The answer lies in understanding his symbolic language. We will conclude by breaking down how to identify his hidden sigils, not just in ancient texts, but in the modern world around you, showing you the path to reclaim your authentic power. You now understand that the coincidences and synchronicities you've been experiencing point to a hidden architect of reality. But how was this deity's power to invert and trap so effectively woven into the very fabric of our existence? In the next section, we'll delve into the specific mechanisms of this cosmic manipulation, uncovering the spiritual laws that were twisted and how they became the invisible chains binding our souls. And real quick, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos. Now let's keep going. The power of this god of reversal wasn't just in his name or his myth. It was in his intimate understanding of and ability to hijack the fundamental principles that govern existence. Imagine spiritual laws not as benevolent guidelines, but as intricate gears in a cosmic machine. This deity's gift was the ability to reverse their direction, to make the upward pull become a downward drag, to turn divine grace into a binding contract. This wasn't a brute force attack on reality, it was a sophisticated infiltration. He didn't shatter the laws, he subtly inverted them. Think of it like a mirrored reflection. Everything appears there, but it's backward, distorted, and fundamentally untrue. This inversion meant that actions meant to elevate the soul could, through his influence, lead to its entrapment, creating cycles of what felt like spiritual progress, but were, in reality, deepening the prison. He mastered the art of the corrupted cycle. Initiates seeking enlightenment found themselves endlessly repeating the same lessons, never truly progressing. Their spiritual energy instead feeding a system designed to contain them. This wasn't a failure of their will, it was a testament to the deity's sophisticated manipulation of divine mechanics. The very tools meant for ascension were turned into the keys that locked them in. Understanding this inversion principle is crucial because it explains how a divine power could be used for such oppressive ends, transforming cosmic order into a sophisticated cage. But how was this inversion so deeply embedded that it became almost indistinguishable from the original spiritual design. In the next section, we'll explore the specific religious and symbolic edits that allowed this god of reversal to hide in plain sight. The erasure began subtly, not with an outright banishment, but with a quiet metamorphosis. The forbidden deity, once a recognized force, was meticulously edited out of scriptures. His potent narratives replaced, and his iconography recontextualized. He wasn't destroyed, he was disguised, becoming a ghost in the machine of religious dogma. This was a masterful stroke of spiritual censorship. Instead of outright removing him, his attributes were absorbed and rewrapped. Think of it as taking a vibrant red thread and dyeing it black. The thread is still there, but its original meaning and power are obscured. This process allowed the essence of the god of reversal to persist, but now cloaked in forms that seemed benign, even divine, to the uninitiated. His most successful disguise was through the Saturnine archetypes. The planet Saturn, often associated with karma, discipline, and contraction, became a perfect vessel. The cold, distant, authoritative figure of Saturn absorbed the god of reversal's traits of binding, limitation, and the cyclical nature of consequence. This allowed his influence to seep into our understanding of time, structure, and even destiny, all under a seemingly natural celestial influence. This historical editing and rebranding were essential for his continued influence, allowing his methods of inversion to become normalized. But the impact of this disguised deity extends far beyond ancient texts and celestial bodies, reaching into the very pulse of our modern, connected world. In the next section, we'll uncover how his influence has been embedded into our digital code, our clocks, and the rituals that define our daily consumption. The fingerprints of this disguised deity are everywhere, woven into the very fabric of our digital lives and daily routines. It's in the underlying code, the technology we use, the algorithms that shape our online experiences, and the very structure of the digital environments we inhabit. This isn't about conspiracy. It's about recognizing a pattern of inversion that has been deliberately embedded. Consider the relentless march of our digital clocks, the standardized time we all operate by. The precise ticking that dictates our schedules is inherently a form of binding. And this structure, this consistent, unyielding rhythm, carries the signature of Saturnine influence, the very disguise our god of reversal adopted. Each second that passes, each minute that ticks by, reinforces a cycle that is not entirely of our own making. Then there are our consumer rituals, the endless cycle of wanting, acquiring, and discarding. The constant bombardment of advertising designed to foster a sense of lack and the subsequent purchase as a temporary fix. This entire system, driven by a manufactured desire and a perpetual need for more, is a sophisticated manifestation of inverted spiritual principles, a constant loop designed to keep us focused outwards on material acquisition, rather than inwards on genuine fulfillment. We are constantly being driven by external forces that tell us what to want, when to act, and how to measure our worth. This isn't freedom, it's a meticulously orchestrated reflection. And the realization that our choices might not be as free as we believe is the first step toward understanding the depth of this inversion. But how did this control over our perceived choices become so deeply ingrained, so much a part of our lived experience? In the next section, we will explore the profound implications of this lack of true choice and its effect on our very sense of self. The illusion of choice is one of the most potent tools of this inversion. We believe we are navigating the world with free will, making independent decisions based on our desires and needs. But what if, in many instances, we are merely reflecting preordained patterns? acting out scripts that have been written for us long before we even arrived. This unsettling thought challenges the very foundation of our perceived autonomy. This isn't about a lack of options, it's about the nature of the options presented. The system is designed to offer a spectrum of choices, all of which lead back to the same fundamental structure, the same cyclical trap. It's like being presented with many doors, but all of them open into the same room. You can choose which door to enter, but the destination remains unchanged, reinforcing the pattern of inversion. This constant reflection, this act of echoing predetermined paths, has a profound impact on our sense of self. When our decisions are not truly our own, when they are dictated by external forces or ingrained patterns, our individuality begins to erode. We become less of a unique consciousness and more of a mirror, reflecting the matrix that was imposed upon us. This leads to a subtle but pervasive sense of emptiness, a feeling that something essential is missing. The deep-seated nature of this reflection suggests a control mechanism that goes beyond mere social conditioning. It points to a more fundamental binding of our vibrational essence, a way in which our very identity is being shaped by forces outside of our conscious awareness. But to truly break free, we must first understand the symbolic language of this control. In the next section, we will begin to decode these hidden meanings, starting with the visual cues that allow us to recognize his sigils in the world. The key to liberation lies in recognition. Before you can dismantle an influence, you must first see it clearly and undeniably. This deity of inversion, this master of disguised control, has left his mark not just in abstract principles or hidden codes, but in tangible, visual language. These are his sigils, his symbolic fingerprints scattered throughout our reality, waiting to be decoded. These sigils are not always overt, no grand pronouncements etched in stone. Often they are subtle, integrated into emblems, logos, architectural designs, and even the very shapes that dominate our visual landscape. They resonate with the Saturnine themes of structure, limitation, and cyclical repetition that we've already begun to uncover. Recognizing them isn't about superstition, it's about understanding a visual grammar of control. Think of geometric patterns that inherently feel constricting, colors that subtly evoke a sense of dread or confinement, or recurring motifs that seem to echo the very concept of a repeating cycle. These aren't accidental, aesthetic choices. They are deliberate imprints designed to resonate with the subconscious, to reinforce the underlying inversion without triggering conscious alarm. Identifying these sigils is the first step in breaking the spell. It's about building a vocabulary of liberation, learning to see the architecture of the cage even when it's beautifully adorned. By understanding these visual cues, we begin to reclaim our perception and differentiate between what is organically resonant and what is an imposed symbol of control. You've started to see the visual language of inversion, the way this deity's influence is etched into the world around you. But recognizing these sigils is only the beginning. The next crucial step is understanding how these symbols translate into energetic patterns that actively bind your vibrational frequency. In the next section, we'll delve into the translation of these sigils into a tangible form of energetic imprisonment. The sigils we've begun to recognize are more than just visual markers. They are energetic conduits. They're like blueprints for atmospheric control, designed to resonate with and manipulate the subtle frequencies that constitute our personal vibration. This deity's power to bind lies not in physical chains, but in the energetic architecture embedded within these symbolic forms. When you see a particular geometric pattern or an emblem structured in a specific way, it's not just an image. It's an energetic frequency generator. These sigils are crafted to emit vibrations that can subtly disrupt your own natural energetic field, creating resonance points that draw you into their web. They are designed to create harmonic distortions, forcing your personal vibration into alignment with a lower, more contained frequency. This isn't a metaphor, it's a fundamental aspect of how energetic systems interact. Just as a tuning fork can make another identical tuning fork vibrate, these sigils are designed to tune you into their specific energetic signature. The more you are exposed to them, the more unconsciously you align, and the tighter the energetic bonds become. This alignment effectively holds your vibration hostage, preventing you from accessing higher states of consciousness or authentic manifestation. The process of energetic binding is insidious because it often feels natural. The disrupted frequencies can manifest as feelings of lethargy, confusion, or a pervasive sense of being stuck. These are not personal failings. They are the direct energetic consequences of prolonged exposure to these control sigils, impacting your daily life and spiritual progress without you even realizing it. You are beginning to grasp how these symbols translate into energetic traps, holding your personal vibration captive. But what is the ultimate goal of this energetic imprisonment? And what lies beyond the immediate impact on your own frequency? In the next section, we will explore the ultimate purpose of this binding and reveal the higher stakes involved in reclaiming your energetic sovereignty. Now make sure to subscribe for more videos and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. We'll see you in the next one.